pure water, but no be me go judge.
Hey ladies, gentlemen, and former Game of Thrones fans. My name is Tamara and welcome to another episode of The Yellow Wall. Sorry I've been MIA, guys. I was busy on the set of another one of your favorite Accelerate shows, but I'm back now. But this week, you see, we're not playing. We're going to be serious. I chose today's topic partially because serious things are happening and it's really worth a discussion, but mainly because there's not much else going on. I originally was going to do an episode that had something to do with Game of Thrones, but after that finale, look, I was not angry to bother. I must really give Game of Thrones props though, because they cemented their legacy as a worldwide phenomenon. It managed to unite around 19 million people in the whole world by pissing all of us off. There's not much going on in other news either. Kim Kardashian had a baby, Omoni Oboli got a flat tire on the bridge, and a tree fell in Ikoyi. Boring. So today, we're gonna get a little deep and we're gonna be talking about female rights. Actually, female rights doesn't really exist. So we're just gonna talk about females. All this talk from America of crusty old white men with no lady parts of their own, making laws about lady parts, got me thinking about Nigerian laws and Nigerian lady bits. So we all know that Nigeria is a patriarchal society. Don't come in the comments shouting about how, oh, now women have opportunities too, yeah, or whatever. Facts are facts. It's a patriarchal society. But I wanted to find out how much of that is actually legal, which brings me to today's topic. Things Nigerian laws say about women. For you delightful dips that don't know what patriarchy means, here it is. First off, let's talk about the difference between assaulting a man and a woman. In Nigeria, legally, if you get mad in a bar and you punch a man in his face, that's regarded as a felony. But if you get angry in the same bar and you punch a woman's wig clean off her head, that's just regarded as a misdemeanor. For those of you too lazy to pick up a dictionary, a misdemeanor is literally defined as a little minor baby offense, while a felony is a big, important, go to jail kind of offense. So basically, according to this law, hitting a woman is really no big deal. Well done, Nigeria. Next is one you've probably all heard about before. A man having sexual intercourse with his wife cannot be unlawful. That is to say, in Nigeria, a husband can legally rape his wife. Look, there's not much to say here. It's a shitty law. End of story. I know there's people who think it can't be rape if you're married, and if you're one of those people, I just want to let you know that is my phone. Balls, I'm so sorry. It doesn't, no, just turn the alarm off. It doesn't go on silent, sorry.
How will you buy a phone that doesn't go on silent?
I didn't buy it like that, you shit, it broke.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
I know there's people who think it can't be rape because they're married, and if you're one of those people, I just want to let you know that you are not a smart person. When it comes to this law, what I've always wondered is, does it go both ways? Can a woman rape her husband? Is that fine here? Because if that's the case, then it's still a very stupid law, but at least it's not a sexist law. So lawyers, hit me up in the comments, let me know the tea. The next law is it's weird. According to Section 55 of the Nigerian Labour Act, with the exception of nurses, Nigerian women aren't allowed to work at night. To me, this is one of the most boring laws on this list, but it's also the most clear-cut example of patriarchy in the law. Because why can't we work at night? Who are we disturbing? At first, I thought it might have something to do with like prostitution, but there's a whole other law against that. So really, what on earth is the point of this law? The only explanation I can think of is that some bigwig in the Nigerian lawmaking field had some wife who worked nights and he got sick and tired of making himself Indomie every night, so he came up with this. Because I don't get it. Next is a law on domestic violence in the marital home. Although, according to this law, instead of domestic violence, it's called correcting your wife. In Nigeria, it is perfectly legal to correct your wife as long as you don't inflict grievous bodily harm on her. So basically, it's fine to hit your wife, kick her, spit on her, do anything you feel like as long as you don't break her bones or hurt her organs. Nigeria, how is this even almost fair? This law is so unfair, it's actually painful because it explicitly says only a husband can correct his wife. So, if I annoy my husband and he slaps me in the face, it's fine. But if this I should not say I'm so sorry, I got angry. But if he refuses to put the toilet seat down and I knee him in his bits, he can report me for assault and I can get charged with a felony? Okay, Nigeria, sorry. At this point, later you people will tell me I'm overreacting when I say Nigeria hates women. Our last two laws are the most WTF worthy. First up is the law on child marriage. This law is just one big contradiction. it starts saying that anyone under the age of 18 can't have a valid marriage, and that if they try, it'll be deemed null and void. But then the law ends saying that a woman who gets married is deemed to be like of full age. I didn't get it, so I asked one of my smart friends, and she explained that it's basically saying a man can't get married until he's 18. But a woman can get married as soon as she pops out of the womb. And it doesn't matter because as soon as she does, she becomes a woman. Someone get the sound effects ready because the law is complete and utter bullshit. It is, I didn't know what else to say, but just pretend I'm swearing aggressively. Swearing, curse words. Our final law for today is another one about rape. According to the criminal code, you will be sent straight to jail if you have sex with a female against her will. That sounds like a fair law, right? But this is Nigeria, so of course, they had to mess it up. This law only counts if you have an eyewitness. Yeah, you heard me, an eyewitness. You guys, at this point, I don't think Nigerian lawmakers even know exactly what rape is. Because when, if ever, is there an eyewitness to a rape? If you are witnessing it, I like to think at that point you have either stopped it or you are doing the raping. So who is coming to come and say in court that they... It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. And it's essentially saying you are not assaulted unless somebody saw you being assaulted. Absolute and utter rubbish. And that brings me to the sad and very annoying end of my list. It's generally difficult being a woman, what with the periods and hormones and boobs and having a womb, and the fact that the law makes it even harder is pretty depressing. But I want to end this episode on a positive note and say I do think things are gradually changing. Women are standing up for themselves, talking about these issues, bringing them to light, bringing awareness to the injustice of it all, and so far not much has happened, but we're getting there. Bit by bit, we're getting there. And I like to think our daughters will live in a much more just world than this, hopefully. Or they'll vex and kill all the men, I don't know, something like that. And that brings me to the end of the episode. Hit me up in the comments. Women, I want you to tell me all your stories about the times Nigeria was unfair to you. Men, you can tell me some stories too. I probably won't read it. Good luck to you. Everyone in general though, just let me know how you felt about the episode in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. And my name is Tamara, and I'll be back next week with more from the Yellow Wall. Patriarchy! Viva la bird!